Inside PressBox is presented by Live Casino and Hotel. Always live, always on. And welcome into Inside PressBox. Stan the Fan Charles back with my main man, Gary Stein.
And this week we're honoring the past and getting some good news on the future. Got a big show. Let's get to it. Live Casino and Hotel, 17-story luxury hotel, is set to open in 2018. Joseph Weinberg, CEO of Cordish Global Gaming, tells us all about the flagship Live Hotel, as well as the possibility of legalized sports betting in Maryland. And it's been 50 years since Morgan State head football coach Earl Banks' Bears posted their third consecutive undefeated season. More on that feat later in the show.
But first up, the Maryland State Athletic Hall of Fame banquet is slated for November 9th at Martin's West. One of this year's inductees was a member of the U.S. national swimming team, winning a silver medal at the 1983 Pan American Games. She's also noted, along with her husband, B.J. Surhoff, for founding Pathfinders for Autism, a nonprofit that raises awareness for all issues surrounding autism. We welcome in Polly Winde Surhoff. Thank you for coming in, Polly.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about how excited you are to be inducted into the Maryland State Athletic Hall of Fame.
Really excited. It's a great organization. I'm honored to be honored by my state that I swam and grew up a part of. It's, to grow up here in Maryland and swim my entire career basically here and then go on to North Carolina it's an honor. It really is.
Tell us a little bit about how you got into swimming. Take us back to the root of it all.
So I followed my sister and my brother, basically. We lived in Florida at the time, and then we came here, and I just followed them wherever they went. And it was more of a pool safety thing, and then started swimming at Forest Hills under PJ Kesmodal, who was a great coach at Hebron High School. And he coached me at Forest Hills. And then I moved on to North Baltimore Aquatic Club under Murray Stevens. And the rest is history. I had a great history here in Maryland.
Your history from Maryland, though, took you down to the University of North Carolina, where you swam competitively for a good while there and got into the international games. You the closest you ever came to making the Olympics, you were a third runner-up?
So in the Olympics, the Olympic trials in 1984 is the first time they switched from 2 to 3. Or 3 to 2 made the team, and I was third in the 400 IM.
And do you still feel the sting of that?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awful. You live in the world of swimming. I mean, we're a funky crowd. Swimmers are weird. And your goal as a swimmer at my level is to make the Olympic team and go and medal at the Olympics. And that was completely crushed for me in 1984.
All right. Well, we're going to look forward to the induction on November 9th. And I promised you we would also spend a couple minutes talking about your work with Pathfinders for Autism. Can you tell us, I know it's been written many, many times, but you have a son who's now 25 years old, Mason, who was born with autism.
So Mason was diagnosed at 2 years, 2 months. And at that time, there was really no resources for BJ and I. And it was a spontaneous conversation that moved us to the next level of care for him, which if I hadn't had that conversation, we probably would have been in the same place we were when he was diagnosed. So we wanted to make the resources available to people in the state of Maryland. And now we're the largest organization serving individuals on the autism spectrum. We've trained over 700 first responders in the state of Maryland on how to deal with individuals with autism, and annually we are in contact with 20,000 people with any aspect with autism.
Polly, there are 3 or 4 television shows that are on right now that deal with autism, families that have children that have children. Do you think that they fairly portray what life is like for a family?
So what we've said in the past is you've met one person on the autism spectrum, you've met one person on the autism spectrum. Each one is so completely different, just like Stan had said, like your fingerprint. So every day is so completely different, but having that awareness with those 3 TV shows, autism is on the rise. The awareness needs to be heard, and the TV shows are really helping that piece for us.
Good.
We really appreciate your coming in, and you've said that you'll come back sometime with BJ if we do a couple segments on the issue.
Absolutely.
All right, we'd like to spend some time with it.
That would be great.
If we could ask our producer though to put up the event information for this November 9th for the Maryland Athletic Hall of Fame event, and how you can get tickets. All right, there we have it.
The inductees. Yep.
And it's the Maryland State Athletic Hall of Fame, and you can get your tickets by going online and checking into it. It's November 9th, Thursday night. Polly, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Next, stand the fans journey down to Live Casino and Hotel for a chat with CEO of Cordish Global Gaming, Joe Weinberg. Stay with us for more Inside PressBox.
Royal Farms World Famous Chicken has been ranked #1 in Food and Wine magazine. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast. Inside PressBox is presented by Live Casino and Hotel. Always live, always on.